Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show, Expresso here in S3, and welcome back to another installment of, I'm going to wait for this so everybody can prepare themselves, the Culinary Hotline Bling!
Ting, ting, ting!
Yo, that was pop, but we're going to try again later. Anyway, joining in on the discussion around if it's too early is you. 063-408-8863. I don't think it's too early. I think it's a perfect time for the festive season. It is upon us, and with that comes all the indulgent festive foods. And you can get those knives sharpened. It's actually a very good idea. You can do that now already. There's pens ready for the menu. Chef Clem has some great festive meals lined up for you this morning, and we've got a couple of parts of this lovely session of Culinary Hotline. Now, Chef Clem, is it too early? Is it too early, man?
I was ready for Christmas, the 1st of January, this year.
I thought you were going to say the 26th of 2021.
No, I was, but the Christmas tree was still up. So, no, it's never too early.
All right.
I mean, it's not. Why? Like, I love the... I'm full on in the Christmas gears this year.
Yes.
Like, full on. And if I could have put my Christmas tree up, like, last month, I would have.
Yeah.
I feel like we're ready for the festive season.
To be fair, if you look at what's happened over the past 2 years, we do need to kind of, you know, do it properly this time around, because it's always been like sort of half capacity, half capacity. Let's go full capacity, and let's go full capacity love. And I believe that the best way of conveying love to your family members, of course, to make great food. And let's do it today. Now, you've got this recipe that I think is so inclusive, because not everybody has got the convection oven and like, yes, no, and I got this here. It was only 25,999 rand. I mean, not everybody has that oven. So what do you do if you've got a leg of lamb, a bunch of people to feed, and you want to get the gears?
Exactly. And that's why I love this recipe so much, because even if you do have an oven, chances are it's busy doing something else on the day.
There we go. That's another angle.
I love this recipe. Also, another reason I love this recipe is because of the beautiful pot liquor that you get.
Oh, yeah.
That juice you can only get when you do the stovetop. So we're gonna get cranking on this leg of lamb.
Let's hit it. Let's do it.
So, beautiful free-range leg of lamb, and you know, we're from Woolies.
Yeah.
No routine antibiotics, no growth hormones. It's the best.
Au natural.
Au natural. There we go. So, a beautiful leg of lamb. I see some people take the fat off.
Why?
Who are you?
Why do you take the fat off the lamb? No.
Why? No, keep
that
it
is
on.
like a flavor saver, if you think about it.
A flavor saver.
It is a flavor saver, because now what you're going to do is, especially in the pot,
yes,
is that a lot of the moisture is going to be drawn out of there. But when you've got that little fat cap over there, you still got to... I feel like it's a moisture fail-safe.
I love it.
If you go,
I'm going to stick with flavor saver.
Flavor saver, baby.
Flavor
That's
saver.
Right. That's what we do, baby. Yeah.
Salt. So it's a huge chunk of meat. This is rock salt. Don't use rock salt.
Don't use rock salt.
Don't use rock salt, okay? Use fine salt. You want to get... like your surface area. Think surface area, cover the surface area, and you want the finest salt to actually penetrate through the meat.
You're talking about the white bottle with the little blue cap?
With that ochi that's chasing the fortune.
Okay, cool.
That guy.
That one.
Use that one.
We know that one.
Yes. Okay, so use that. Keep the rock salt for maybe like a finishing salt or something that you're not needing to like really season it.
I like the flaky kind for the finish. I enjoy that as well.
Flaky is only for finishing, yes.
Yeah, the flaky for finishing, and then, you know, the rock is for rocking, and then the fine is for refining.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
That's right.
Okay, salt goes on, paprika goes on. Then I've also got the steak rub, which is amazing because it comes with a whole lot of ingredients in here.
And the great thing, Woolies is also they got steak rub, they got lamb rub, they got chicken rub. There's like so many different rubs over here. But steak rub, I think, you know what I like about this one is that I like this that the whole spice is almost in there with those beautiful seeds that come through. So it's a bit coarser, and I enjoy that because you can almost like tenderize the first layer when you do the spicing. Oh, look at that.
Absolutely.
Down we go. So,
another thing is,
have you put oil in there? Have you...
A little bit of oil.
Okay, cool.
You don't need that much oil because we've got that fat cap that's on there, so it's going to render out and to give you a lot of that actual lamb fat.
All right, cool.
When you also season your lamb, it makes a difference.
Yeah.
Try and season your lamb the day before. Just keep that spice rub on there the day before. It makes a huge difference.
I think what I usually do is I'll actually wrap it in, you know, a bit of lunch wrap when I do the spicing. Because that way it kind of seals in the spicing of it, and also that top layer gets that seasoning that you need. The rest can come through the cooking process. So this is,
exactly.
This is so good. So now you're doing that.
And you'll hear it's not screaming hot. It's kind of like, it's warm enough to start rendering out the fat.
Yeah.
Because you do want to seal it in its own fat. And the only way you're going to do that is if you have it on like a medium-low heat, okay? And that way it's going to start rendering out the fat, it's going to start cooking. Another thing, and this is very important, if you're doing a stovetop version, you're going to want to take this out the fridge. Hold on. 6 hours before it goes into the pot. Should I give them the demonstration of why we do
I feel like you should. Because I feel like there's a very good backing to this, and it sort of counts for most of the meats that are refrigerated.
So you're going to have to pull up your pants.
Okay, yeah, pull up your pants.
No, you too. You too. You too. Okay, so young Carl's. I love doing this demonstration, but it's the best way to explain why you never put cold meat into a hot pan. Young Carl's been running around outside in the rain. He's really cold, and his mom says, "Carl, come inside. Come bath." Okay, so turn around. Carl's body is really cold, okay? So what happens as soon as Carl's backside, which is hot, cold, hits the very hot water, what happens as soon as it hits? Ah! You see that? Do you see that? Ah!
Yes.
Ah! It's the clench. It's the clench. No, why is it
why is it itching?
No! No! But the clench. That's what happens to the meat. So as soon as you put that cold meat, as soon as you put that cold meat into the hot pan, you clench. However, if you get into like a lukewarm bath and then they gradually increase the temperature, you relax into it. You relax. Muscles relax, and that's what you want, okay? Same thing with the meat. Never, ever, ever put cold meat into a hot pan. Or also, if someone's coming to your braai and they bring you frozen meat, you send them home. You send them home. Because number one, even you get to thaw it out, it's never going to be at the temperature to actually give you a beautiful, beautiful crust that you want. And even cooking, take your meat out the fridge hours before you cook it.
That's what we need. Look, we need that advice. So the only thing is that I have to say to you, Chef Clem, is that we've got a couple more installments of the Culinary Hotline. So I just want to let you know that for now, you have to pretty much fast-track everything else that you would have put in here. So you're going to throw in rosemary. After that, you're going to do a bit of the beautiful, you see a bit of the pot liquor that's going to come through as well. We put actually all the recipes, in fact, all the ingredients is going to be on expressoshow.com, so make sure that you get yours as soon as possible. We've got the onions going down. That's going to sweat out and also thicken a bit of that pot liquor as well. It's going to be all good. And how long are we going to go down for before we go to our next installment, which will be in about 2 hours.
Well, actually, this will take about 3 hours.
Okay, cool.
So we'll almost be done. Fill it up with water, lid goes on, slowly cook it, turn it over maybe once.
Perfect.
And when you're done, we'll show you what it looks like when we come back with the second part of the Hotline Bling.
Okay, that's lovely. Let's try this one more time. That's a wrap for right now, all right? On the Culinary Hotline Bling, ting, ting, ting! Still pup, but the food is strong.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to the Culinary Hotline Bling. Ding, ding, ding! That felt so much better. Well done, everybody. Hey, that's what I'm talking about. Now, we've been exploring all sorts of festive themed food this morning. It's not too early. And Chef Clem has just one more lineup for us. We have been eyeing out this dish all morning. Now, Clem, this looks like a real showstopper on our hands. I'm seeing that we've actually put the lamb on 2 hours ago. Should be like 3 or 4, but we're going to work with it. And you've got a recipe here that we are going to stuff lamb. Now, if you're going to stuff lamb, you're now starting to give me a love language.
Okay.
It's like you're starting to connect yourself to me. There's a lot of love I'm feeling here. So tell me about this leek, mushroom, stuffed lamb. And?
Hazelnut.
Hazelnut. Oh my word.
Oh my goodness.
I'm trying to compose myself.
You know,
hazelnut.
Okay, so what's really nice about this recipe is your stuffing can be made ahead of time, but the stuffing can also be turned into, and I know we don't do it a lot in South Africa, but a stuffing bake, where Americans, they like, they said Thanksgiving, or is it still coming, where they actually bake their stuffing. I changed my mindset about it, and I actually like it because I think of it as a savory bread pudding. So you can use the same fillings with like leftover brioche.
Saying that the stuffing, you put into some sort of container in the oven, they obviously put something to crisp on top.
And some eggs to bind it.
Oh, my word. Okay.
It's actually and it's the way. It's the way. Okay, so this beautiful pot lamb is still going. And by the way, both these recipes I got from Taste online. Because if you're looking for inspiration for Christmas, you literally just go to the website or get the latest issue of Taste. Oh my goodness, biggest issue ever, full of recipes. It's your festive season is done. So I got this one from Kanya. Kanya, love you. Her recipes are absolutely amazing. The stuffed lamb is going to be, that's Abigail's recipe.
Yes.
So I'm going to do them both proud now. I'm doing it right. Okay,
Good luck.
Going to keep on going. I've got some butter in here, and that's just going to start, just like, I don't want to brown it, just get it melted. And we're going to go with some hazelnuts. We're going to go in with some leeks. Also, wash your leeks.
Holding?
Wash your
leeks. Are you saying rinse your leeks?
Rinse your leeks. This is the one thing you should definitely rinse, just in case. Just in case. I know the Woolies leeks are always like But always just washing for just in case. So leeks go
But I
in
do
there.
that with every vegetable. Even if it says washed, I still go in with a wash. I think it's kind of like the sanitary mindset. You just want to make sure there's no little sand, because I mean everything's organic, so you're going to get a couple of bits of sand. That's why give it a rinse. Why not? It came from the earth. You're going to get some earth.
One thing that
Rinse
comes from
it
the earth that you shouldn't wash,
Yes.
mushrooms.
I understand that,
should give them a little-
there's not mushroom for washing with these. So that work, what? So yes, so basically don't wash it. But what about the gills? Like, can you not give that a scrape? Or
So yeah, so
what do you think?
again, Woolies have done it for us. So I don't have a good example for you right now. But if you do find a little bit of like sand or nature
Yes.
on your mushrooms, just get a little, and I'll say it's like as if you maybe have a little basting or pastry brush
Yes.
in your drawer, give it a little fluff. Or just a cloth and just like wipe it off. You do not want to put water on this because it's a sponge. As soon as you add the water, it's just going to go and taking all the water. So you don't want that. We finally diced the mushrooms. Some people also they don't like the stem. I'm like, eat the stem. What's wrong with that?
I love that little stem as well. If you collect a bunch of them, you can actually make a nice little mushroom meal with that as well.
Just the stems
you
alone?
Pop them all down into a little baking tray, put a little bit of butter, garlic, and then it actually becomes quite bites that you can use.
If you would like to see Carl host the
No,
Hotline next week,
no.
let us know on Facebook. Let us know. It's a Carl-themed hotline.
No.
I am here for it.
We'll be cooking all show. It'll become.
It will be amazing.
Sure.
Okay, so in we go with mushrooms.
Yeah.
You want to cook this down. Mushrooms, they're kind of selfish. Like, they don't brown if you add too much into the pan.
Yeah.
But it's okay with this one. It's fine. We don't want to get it too brown. We just kind of just cook them down. So once you get that mixture nice and cooked down, nice and aromatic, salt and pepper is an absolute must for this one.
Yes.
Because you want to season the lamb, of course, but also season that stuffing on the inside. Then, my absolute favorite festive season hack is Woolies herb stuffing mix. It's already, this is the sage and gremolata stuffing. It's amazing. Smell that. It smells like Christmas.
Oh, I'm getting oregano, and I'm getting like just granulated garlic for some reason.
Yes,
Dry
that's
garlic is in there. I'm getting so many great herbs. Thyme. I've got thyme on
Yes.
those. What else is in there? Sorry, I'm just going.
Go for it. It's so delicious. A little bit of
This is
extra.
so good.
A little bit of extra herb seasoning goes in there. Then,
Yes.
there's a new thing with me when I cook lamb, unless it's for a braai, whenever there's lamb involved, anchovies. Anchovies.
Excuse me.
Anchovies. And it doesn't make it fishy, it makes it just more. It adds
Word,
the
I know
umami.
there was a
Say it,
word
say it.
there. Unctuous.
Unctuous.
I love that word, and I think that's what you're doing right now because I'm salivating, given the fact that those anchovies go in. I add those to the salsa verde as well, because that's such a great thing to add to braai dishes. So
Yes.
the anchovies just add this. It's almost like a mixture of seasoning and then umami for some reason.
Who's mommy?
Hey, yo. My
And it's
mommy,
true.
your mommy.
It adds so much flavor to it without
does.
being fishy. It's amazing. So what you're gonna do is clear your set, especially if you're left-handed like me. You don't want to work with stuff around. So got your beautiful, beautiful lamb over here. And this is the rack of lamb.
Yes.
All you're gonna do is you're gonna get your sharp knife and between the bone, just kind of edge the flesh away from the bone, and then you can open it up. There we go.
Oh, that's really great.
If you're nervous, ask your butcher at Woolies to do it for you. And they get so excited. They get so excited when you ask them to like, true story.
You speak the truth because I was in the Woolies at a shopping center, and I was asking about that thing. I said, "Hey, do you have this? And do you have that?" You know, and they were so excited to serve and to like let's do some other work because I'm always packing to perfection, but now I can get a challenge like take out a lamb fillet for me or something.
Yes.
They
Oh, they love
love
it.
that.
So
here we go.
make your butcher's day and ask them to prepare your meat your way.
That's it. It's also a great place to meet your butcher.
And you never have beef
Same.
with them.
No,
it's
not
always good
not
between the
at
two of you.
all. I mean, look here, you're going to look at the quality and go, holy cow. And this is like, this guy's the goat, seriously, when it comes to being a butcher, which is always great.
I don't have any more.
What?
Okay.
Why?
So once you put the stuffing in there, you kind of fold it over again.
This is where a little training, this is when you go onto the YouTube channels and you start looking at the way to actually wrap the meat.
True, and YouTube is a great
Yeah, it's a good
teacher
spot.
for that. So we're going to do this. We're going to do it a little rough, but what we're going to do is we're going to start off with one primary knot, which is going to keep everything in together.
So start with the primary knot. Okay.
A primary knot.
I'm focusing on this carefully
Bear
because
grills.
maybe some...
In wild.
Yes.
You want a lamb slip knot.
Yeah, you need a slip knot to do this. What you need is just the grit and the grills to do. Now, once you got your slip knot in, make sure you've got enough food to survive your festive season.
Because that's
lunch.
important, actually. True fact.
And then you just wrap around.
A wrap around. So the thing about preparing enough food for the festive
Yes.
season, because it's never just for one day. It needs to last you like a couple of days.
Well, talking about lasting, I wish that this entire session could last.
Are we
but
done?
This is as far as you and I can take you. The thing is, we're taking the training wheels off and we're going to leave the rest to you. Go to expressoshow.com, get the recipe. Just a quick one. What happens next before we say goodbye?
Roast, rest, sliced, enjoy.
Done and dusted. Chef Clem, an excellent Culinary Hotline Bling. Thank you so much for joining us. Join us next time for another edition of This Is Your Last Chance, the Culinary Hotline Bling.
Ding, ding, ding!
Thank you very much. That was okay.